Before we put everything together, let's go over improvisation a little bit. Improvisation is what a jazz musician makes up on the spot. It's something that we do in our everyday lives. When you're talking to somebody, you don't know what your response is going to be to them unless they say something to you back. You don't plan ahead of time what you're going to say in a conversation. It's the same thing in jazz. Although these licks are some secrets and some tricks that you can have up your arm to make sure you know what to play when you see certain types of chords. Now, when we're playing the blues, improvisation is usually going to come from the blues scale, from the notes in the chord that you're playing, or from some of these blues licks, and lots of different combinations. The only difference between a seasoned professional and someone who's just learning for the first time is that a professional knows all the different combinations to put this together in. And that's why players can solo for such a long time. Let's go ahead and get started and see how we can combine the scales, the blues licks, the blues scales, and the notes and the chord progression to make some ideas. Remember, when I talked about ego before, don't be afraid of what you play. Be happy with it, be excited about it, and let's see what we can do. So instead of playing scales back and forth, because that would be boring, now we know the blues scale. We can connect it up. As long as you end up on that C on your thumb, you can keep going up and down the keyboard just as you would a regular major scale. But you want to use pieces. That's what the licks were. That lick was a piece. That lick was a piece. So usually if we've got drums going here, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you can just play a piece. I'm just going to play over C dominant 7th. Remember, we're swinging our 8th notes. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't even have to be that many notes. Now you saw me do a couple things there. I used a blues lick, I used part of the blues scale. Most importantly, I was practicing slowly, because what's going to happen is you're going to hear ideas in your head that you can't always get out through your hands. Everybody goes through that. That's why we have the licks to learn and apply, and to get familiar with the chords and the scales. Soon enough, the things you're hearing in your head are going to come out easily and more easily and more easily.